Pisces, welcome to your reading for January 2016. You start off with the King of Spades, really great card. Absolutely represents Pisces in a lot of ways, even though, spades don't necessarily represent water signs, but, it does represent somebody who's been through a lot, who's been dealing with a lot. Sorry about that, my video went out for a second there, but this card, like I said, is about somebody who's been through a lot, who's seen a lot, been through a lot of battles and learned a lot. The good news, and like I said, the thing that I think stands out with this card, with the King of Spades, is the fact that he has truly learned from all his mistakes, and he has truly learned from his past. So, he's not going to keep making the same mistakes. The other kings, they can make the same mistakes over and over and over again. They don't necessarily, truly learn from those mistakes. But not only does he learn from his mistakes, but he's the card of mastery. And mastering something and being a master. And part of that is the fact that he can take, a mistake he made several years ago, and now he can see, a business opportunity in that mistake and be like, oh, I could turn this into a business. He's able to transmute almost anything into anything that he wants. So be open to those crazy ideas you have. And this could even go for relationships, like any mistakes you made in relationships and things like that. You've definitely learned from those mistakes, and that's what this card means. Next, you have the Six of Hearts, another great card. Comes up quite frequently for Pisces. It's all about putting energy out and getting energy back. With this card, you can now put energy into things and expect to get it back, and that includes money. So, if you have business ideas or business projects and things, you should be able to now put money into those things and get it back equally. So that's a good sign. It's also a good love card. It can mean meeting up with somebody on a mind, body, spirit level, and that perfect plugging in with somebody. So you could very well meet somebody this month who becomes very important, even start a relationship this month. That would be really great for you. I would say they've probably been through the ringer themselves. It would be very similar to yourself, and that might be where you connect, is that you've both had a lot of challenges, and that could be where the connection comes from. Next, you have the Ten of Clubs, great business success card of great business success, even people, sales coming to you, business coming to you, better business coming to you. But it's also all about learning. It's a very important card because it's about needing to definitely add some tools to your tool belt, so to speak. So a lot of you, I think, in the past have been learning new skills for your, this is a very business job focused card. So a lot of you might have been learning, and those things are only going to help you. But this card also says there are tons of people around you who are willing to help you. Like if you need help in your job or your business, ask your friends, ask the people that you work with. They are more than willing to help. That's what this card says. Pisces, it's funny, I read for Pisces last night, and I said, Pisces doesn't like to help. I know I'm a Pisces. I don't like to ask anybody for help. As a Pisces, I like to work by myself. I don't like to work with anybody, which is typical of Pisces. Pisces prefers to kind of become successful on their own, and that's usually what happens. Usually Pisces becomes very successful, by themselves. They do eventually have to work through things and work with people. You really can't avoid it, but typically they like to be on their own. But this is definitely a card of needing to open up and be like, okay, I gotta, I can't do everything in my business, or I can't do everything in my job all by myself. I need to open up and allow some people in to help me out, or just, even talk to people around you and get their assistance. It's going to be very important this month with this card, but it does say there's great success there if you can open up to that. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds, another really great card. This could be you meeting somebody at work, by the way. So love, like I said, definitely on the table this month for some of you. You could meet that person through work or even at their place of business. Two of Diamonds usually means meeting somebody at work or business or something along those lines. It can also be you meeting up with a business partner that is really good for you. Two of Diamonds is a perfect match. So if you have somebody that comes in that could be a business partner, they'd be really great for you. They'd definitely be able to help the business, and it would be a positive move. This can also be you matching up perfectly with a business or a job. So if you need one of those things, or you're trying to build one of those things, this could be you figuring something out that is really great for you. And finally, you have the Joker, definitely a card that represents Pisces. Joker is all about being able to handle a lot of work, being able to work very hard. It's a card of being able to juggle a lot as well. Pisces, like I said, typically are, really entrepreneurs in a lot of ways. So this can represent even having multiple businesses. The Joker can handle like 30 projects at once. And people always look at Joker people and are always like, oh man, that person's so scattered. They work on too much at once. And then all of a sudden you finish all 30 projects and they're like done perfectly. And everybody's like, how the heck did you do that so quickly? That is like the curse of the Joker. Everybody judges you for a really long time, and then you prove it to them like 100 times that you can do things better than anybody else. And then maybe someday they learn that you can, but usually not. They just continue to judge you. Joker, it's very important. I mean, it's an important kind of skill to have because, I also say that the Joker is the master of many skills in a lot of ways. That's the thing, and everybody always says jack of all trades, master of none. But I always say that the Joker is a jack of all trades, master of many, because he's truly mastered a bunch of skills. So you have that ability this month as well to master a bunch of skills. I mean, learning is definitely would be really great for Pisces this year in general. I think this year in general, kind of like stacking your skills and adding and creating a whole new skill set would be very beneficial for you, especially with this card. But this is a great card. I mean, of so many things, of great success. And then finally, you end with the Queen of Spades. I'm not surprised by this. Any of you Pisces out there that have been experiencing confusion over the past few weeks here of what you want to do, the Queen of Spades says, hey, look, you really just need to jump. You just need to jump into something and pick it and stick with it and not kind of, veer off path. That's a Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades would open the door to something. There could be complete darkness on the other side, and she would just jump right in, and she'd figure it out when she got to the other side. That would be it. So that's what the Queen of Spades says. If you're confused or something like that, you just pick something, stick with it, and then jump, and then see where it takes you, and you'll be fine. So all in all, looks like a great month. Enjoy it.